Joe, let's go over to the Sooner State. What did you think of the Oklahoma Sooners in their spring game? A lot of people walking away praising the new quarterback, Jackson Arnold.
Yeah, I believe that offensively they're going to be a lot more explosive than I think a lot of people anticipated. I think that their receiver room appears to have a lot more juice in it than they did last year. I do think that it is going to be tough sledding for them because of how difficult their schedule is. But man, I still feel really good about Deion Burks. I know that Elks, commented on my post.
Tyrone Burks, right?
No, Deion Burks.
Oh, okay, never mind.
The receiver.
Purdue is it not the kid
Deion
from Purdue?
Burks?
Yeah, right.
It's Deion Burks. Elks commented on me posting and sharing one of the touchdowns from Burks where he flew up the sideline, catches the ball, breaks away, separates, scores a touchdown. Made fun of the situation, saying that like, oh, how easy would it be if if you were that wide open? But man, he looks good.
It is the first team corner.
Right. It's not like he's going against a bunch of slouches. I think that he is going to be a very productive receiver. This really solidifies it for me. I've already watched the tape. I know he's talented, and I'm expecting a big year for him. And I think that the offense is going to really lead them to success.
Okay. So I thought for a team, Joe, that the question around Oklahoma was their offensive line play and how it would be there. I am surprised at the push that they got in the running game. I'm actually very surprised. Now, I did think that David Stone, the big man in the middle in 96, I think Spears is his last name, I thought that they looked good in the interior. But that O-line, man, for as much as people were, worried about them, really got some push on Saturday. However, the D-line did get some sacks. But, Joe, of a lot of those sacks that Jackson Arnold took, they were unwarranted. Did you notice – let me ask you this question. Did you feel at times that Jackson Arnold was indecisive? Because he took 3 sacks that are 2 sacks that I know for a fact he took that he didn't get the ball out. Either he was going through all of his reads and either people weren't open or he was late with the read and he couldn't throw it then. He had some really good plays and some really good throws. The throw that he had, the 2 throws that he had to Burks looked like they have a great connection already. I think he was a little indecisive in some of the sacks that he took. But how much do you put on a young kid that is coming into a starting role? How much better will that get as he continues to take reps and running these plays? If we're looking at it as a one spring game incident, I do think that he had some indecisions. However, I did think that there were moments that you could see where he was a 5-star. Secondly, Joe, their D-line was good. But, I mean, when you're coming into a spring and telling me that your O-line is supposed to be that bad and you got pushed around in the running game, I don't know what to make of that, to be real with you. I thought David Stone played really well, but I don't know what to make of that. If your weakest link isn't your weakest link at the end of the spring game, then what?
I think it means that you've coached up the group better than you anticipate. I think it has more to do with their offensive line being better than we think it was supposed to be.
Okay, fair. But I think there's also a reason that they're vividly going after an interior defensive tackle too. That a lot of these guys have hit into the portal. Like they're going after the Williams kid, CJ West, the kid Barrow from Michigan State.
Yeah,
I think that they know. Hey, I don't know. This O-line's not supposed to be that good, and they're getting some serious push.
Yeah, they got to get that sorted before the start of the season because they're not going to be facing offensive lines as weak as they did in the Big 12. They're going to be getting punched in the mouth a lot more with some of these teams that they're going to be facing. So that it could be a concern. That absolutely could be a concern. But I feel generally a little bit better about Oklahoma than I thought I would after this.
I don't disagree with that. I still think that I don't think they didn't get to 9 wins in the SEC though. They got a brutal schedule.
Yeah, and 8 feels like a real, it feels like we're really dragging them down. But I think that 8 is a very fair schedule for them.
100% agree.
BetOnline remains your top spot for all of your live betting action and contests. NFL, college football, UFC, NHL are all in full swing. BetOnline is your number one source for wagering news, odds, trends, and predictions with both desktop and mobile access at any time. Head to BetOnline today and use promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for 50% off your first deposit. That is a 50% welcome bonus. Bet online, where the game starts.